He back. It's wartime. Pain on my face, it's time to gear up. I hear they talking fly about my king, it's time to live up. They done woke up a lion, ain't no stopping when I'm stepping. It's too late now, it's rapping in my jeans, no need for guessing. You flexing, while we repping that Elohim to the fullest. Loaded clip, man, we shoot from the hip, I dare you to pull it. These bullets is encrypted with scripture, call it the truth. That'll kill a lie in a second, but it's meant to say to you. You see the murder they committing in the booth. These musical crime lords with no verifiable proof, they sterilizing the youth. You throw your life away, give all of your time away if they verify you with blue checks.
Welcome to another episode of Men Can We Talk. This is episode 3, and I'm your boy Anthony Ray.
I'm your big Adriel Maccabee.
The biggest. Yeah. But man, listen. I'm here with some of my real deal homies, man. Today we're gonna be focused on a topic that I love it, man. You know, I believe all of us love it. The world loves it. Hip hop. And I got some of my brothers here, man, that's gonna sit here and chop it up with us. I think this is gonna be a good one. Our brother Yaakov, he cannot be here today. He has some difficulties making it here, so y'all won't hear that big mouth today. It might be a little more civilized because he ain't here. But if y'all know anything about him, y'all know how he is. So then my brother T. Whitey, he couldn't make it today either, man. So y'all be looking forward to a part 2 of this, man, because I know with this hour that we gonna try to put in today, man, this ain't gonna be enough, man. So we gonna definitely have a part 2. And y'all be looking forward to my man T. Whitey on that one, man. And my boy Yaakov also. But hey, man, I'm ready to get it in. So I want y'all brothers to introduce yourselves, man. Starting with my big dog over here on the side in the yellow shirt, Mr. Mons.
Yes, sir. DJ Statuz.
It's your boy Fakksonly. Mr. I'm not even here right now. Not always right. I just know they would talk me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm Zoo Hendrix.
Yeah,
that's it. Your favorite hippie stoner, man. Hey,
Hey, y'all, man. Listen, so I want to get right into this, bro. So the reason why I really wanted to do an episode on hip hop because we know that, since hip hop began, it's always been a controversial thing. You know, it's always caused a lot of controversy in the society and in our community. And in 2022, I want y'all to talk about, I want to talk about the state of hip hop right now in 2022. And that's where we gonna start at, man. So first off, Fakks, with you being a local artist here in Gainesville, and I know that you've been doing this for a minute, and I know that you're a real hip hop head.
Yeah.
What do you believe, what, in your opinion, where is hip hop, the state of hip hop right now in 2022, in your opinion?
I think there's a hidden balance within it. What we see is not hip hop. We see rap. We see what the powers that be that run prison organizations and systems be the record label executives as well. So they're gonna put in young kids to perpetuate a message and perpetuate a stereotype to feed their prison system. So we see rap. The balance in it is in those that are fans of real hip hop that discover music. Those who are on the discovery path and not allowing radio or Facebook and Instagram ads to tell them what to listen to. The ones who just go discover the music, they find the balance. So it's just like, it's a hidden balance. Like I say, because it's hidden, people are gonna see it one-sided. They're gonna see the death and the destruction of our people. They're gonna see the misogyny. They're gonna see all of those things because you're only getting your source from one place. You're not digging to find anything else. I tell people, like, the WAP thing came out with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. I say, well, there's nothing wrong with them doing what they're doing, but there's another side to this. other MCs and other female MCs that really speak on real topics and really touch your soul. Female MC by the name of Mulan, Save the Goddess, Tierra Whack, Rhapsody. These are women that really provide that balance, but we just ignore them and we're not going to discover them, especially in an age where we really don't have to have people tell us what to listen to. We can just go on our phone as the consumer and really look up and dig stuff up. So, like I said, it's a hidden balance, and I feel like now it's on the consumer to like, yo, let me put that to the side because that's not feeding my soul. That's not giving me something that I want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Let me find something else.
Well, on the consumer not being able to, or the consumer not taking that path of discovery, so how the consumer has been trained too. My question is, that's a good answer you gave. My question to that answer is, what do we do to change the balance? Because it's a hidden balance, but the perception is one-sided.
Right.
How do we change the perception? Because perception is everything.
We have to make the people who make positive music and music with a message cool. Yeah. So meaning it's on them, it's on that artist. So for me, like right now, I don't have a gold chain on, but normally I have a gold chain on.
Mm-hmm.
I have gold hoops in it.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid, you grew up in this environment, that doesn't really show you the love that you need to show. And you're looking up to other people that are doing devious things, and you see the things that they have. You see them with the gold chains and the women and the cars and stuff like that. You aspire to be that.
Mm-hmm.
This nation rewards those who do wrong for some reason. You know, we don't get to see that. So the kids looking at this, well, let me go do this because I see they getting this and they getting that. Mm-hmm. And the people who are positive and do have the money, and they don't show it because they have this thing of, oh, I don't need to flash it off. But sometimes the kids need to see that your positivity got you this. Mm-hmm. You know, they need to see that option because kids don't see the option. They see that one-sided thing. They don't know that there's another option when there is. Mm-hmm. You know, we can't stop them from listening to something and making the type of music. We don't have another option or it's not presented to them. You know, we can't tell them to say, oh, stop making this type of music. But all they see is death, and you know what I'm saying? This is their life, this is their story. So I don't knock them making that type of music, but we have to have somebody to come in and provide another option and show them like, yo, man, you don't gotta sell drugs to get this money. You can do it this way. You know, so the people who are successful that win a positive way about it need to pour into those people with the image, because we gotta trick them with the image. Yeah. We gotta trick them with the image, even down to the music. My whole thing is the beat. I don't want to bore you with what I'm saying with the beat behind it, you know, because I already know that you may not tap in because what I'm saying may go over your head. But if I got a beat next to it, eventually you're gonna keep nodding your head, and eventually you're gonna get it, you know. So that's another thing with the artists like who do make positive music. Don't make boring music, you know. Don't make that boring stuff. Make something you can nod your head to, women you can shake their ass to, things of that nature. You know, don't be so holy and uprighteous and as far as like you perfect neither. You can't show perfection in your positivity neither. You know, because kids are not gonna respect that. They don't respect perfection. They looking for the flaw immediately. You know, so we got to show all those sides and understand that, yo, even though we come with this positive message, we still human. I'm conscious, but I like to have sex. I'm conscious, but I like money.
Amen.
You know, amen. But I'm conscious that I like money, but I'm gonna use that message in order to give back to my people. If I'm gonna get the money, I'm gonna try to create businesses and have nonprofits and things of that nature. I'm not just gonna use the money just to flash. Yeah. You know.
And see, I like that you say that. There's a guy that I listen to named Derek Minor, and he's a part of the CHH community. When I say CHH, Christian hip hop, but. And I when I put the quotation, because I really don't like the whole term of the Christian hip hop, and it's a big thing in that community where there's some guys that's like, I'm not a Christian hip hop artist, I'm not a Christian rapper, I'm just a rapper. Right. Like I make music. Like you don't call the Christian plumber a Christian plumber. He just if he's a Christian and he happens to be a plumber, he's just a plumber.
No, that's all about division. I mean, that starts off. Before a subgenre, that starts off with the division between the states. Why is there an East Coast
Yeah.
hip hop? Why is there down south hip hop? Why is there West Coast hip hop? They don't do that for R&B. They don't do that for country.
That's real.
You know,
That's
so that's just the division. They understand, like,
you
you know, they
Oh,
don't.
there's some Southern country.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
but
Because hip hop, the reason is the vision in hip hop is so much so because hip hop is the most powerful genre. It is the most influential genre. So if I can take it, if the powers could be can divide and conquer, because that's all they do. They divide and conquer. They put a certain type of music here, a certain type of music here, a certain type of music here, and it keeps everybody on their own lane, and they can handle everybody the way they want to handle.
And the reason I brought up Derek Minor, he posted something on Twitter about 2 weeks ago that caused a lot of, you know, stuff to go on in the community. And he was just saying that he feels like in the CHH community, a lot of people aren't in that community, they're not being real enough. You know, like you saying, everybody show this perfection. And it's like, no, we got stuff going on too.
Yeah.
You know, we got issues too. You know, I got struggles and I'm human. And he just like, you know, and a lot of the music I listen to, I do listen to follow artists that just talking about the real. You know, when most of the time when people ask me, man, what you listen to? I'm like, I tell people these names, they're like, bro, I have no idea who that is. And then I let them hear the music and they like, dang, that's kind of fire.
Yeah.
You know, that thing, it's hitting the beats, everything. It's like, and it's funny when I tell people about CHA, they're like, bro, I never even heard of that in my life. But it's literally, it's a huge community. All type of artists out there. But like you say, it's so hard to find it because, and I think for CHH, it's a big thing that it's hard for people to find it because the church don't support it. Like, and that's what people don't know. Like a Lecrae. Lecrae is like he's like like literally
the Jordan of that.
Like he's like the Jordan. He's like the Jay-Z of CHH. Like I'm gonna go to a concert in like 2 weeks. But bro, like Lecrae and Reach Records, bro, they are like the epitome of CHH. But the church, most people in the church don't support it. And then the world don't support it. And his thing always be is we're too holy for the world, and we're too holy for the world, and we're too worldly for the church. So we're stuck in this middle place where no one respects us, don't get no radio play, you know, because there's no Christian hip hop radio station. I mean, they got one in Orlando, but it's like there's no hearing that. So it's like it's so hard for people to discover these artists. Yeah. You know, even a Toby. Toby is not necessarily CHH. He's right on the cups. He's like literally right there. But even with a Toby, no radio play. You're not gonna see him on TV like that. I mean, he done been on the award shows lately. But it's like for artists like this, you would never. And then even if you look at some of the artists like Black Dog or something like that, bro, you just don't hear these dudes. You know, they're not. I would say that they're not profitable for the labels. They're not going.
Me personally, I do think they're profitable because it's just about how profitable.
Yeah. But they're not going to.
How much time are they willing to?
Because you got to think about it. Yeah. You got to think about it. In the 80s, you see a magazine cover that had Chuck D and Eazy-E on it. Yeah. It was simultaneous. Like they hadn't separated it at that time. Yeah. They seen that conscious music made them money. Yeah. They saw that.
Everybody was conscious.
But then they see, wait, hold on. We can do this gangster stuff and we can invest in prisons and funnel that and make it full circle. Oh, let's put this conscious stuff aside. Yeah, it make us money, but it's also allowing us to lose money as well because we got these people that saying, okay, we're not gonna buy white, we're gonna buy black. We're gonna create our own stuff. We're gonna be independent. That thing. So it's like, oh, so that's the kickback. You got people out here protesting and things of that nature. You got people out here thinking for themselves. This conscious music, even though we make money off of it. Now let's go into this side because they know how profitable it is. It's very profitable.
Easy brain wash,
you know. So
I got a question for y'all too. With y'all being DJs, where do y'all like? You know, when you look back to the beginning of hip hop, really the DJ was almost bigger than the artist. You know, the MC. You know, the DJ was like the man. He was the one who got the part. He was the one that got it jumping. Where did we lose that? and how do we lose it? And how do we get that back?
I'm quoting Jazzy Jeff whenever I say this, just because I just heard it the other morning, and it made perfect sense. Once money get involved, and these artists see that this DJ is getting 40% of our profit, now we don't need him because we can just have anybody playing something in the background, and we can just rap over it. So now that 50,000 that we was getting, now we're getting a full 75 because we ain't got to pay the DJ 25,000. So once money get involved, you start seeing the real people come out. And I've seen that personally just from dealing with other stuff. Once money get involved, oh, let's start cutting this in, because I'm tired of eating this burger. This steak over here looking good. Now this steak and lobster looking good. Like it's a reason they say money show you who a person really is, because it's true. And the person, the godfather of this whole hip hop thing, the DJ, is now basically a person hitting play in the background.
The little cousin.
That's the only. That's
That's my little cousin, man.
Not that real disc jockey back there getting down, scratching, keeping the crowd involved for the whole hour that it's taking this artist to come out on stage. Now we just got Pandora playing back here. Cause that's $1,000 versus paying him $10,000 that he deserved.
Yeah.
So now,
Prime example of that is the Dipset versus Locks versus.
DJ Ted Mitchell.
Yeah, DJ Ted. If it wasn't for DJ Ted, them vibes, that energy that was in that arena wouldn't have been there.
straight up.
Jada wouldn't have been able to go in like he went in.
Yeah.
So that's a prime example of that.
And I think DJs can make that comeback, man. You know, I hope, because I was always a person, I always like that scratch.
See, the
I love
DJ
that.
never went nowhere. You know, if you ever notice with the artists, the DJ was always their homeboy. You know what I mean? He's the one that come through, just like what that Kid and Play got Martin. You know, he's just the homeboy. You know, that's his thing. You know what I mean? And a group of friends. You got the pretty boy. You got the fighter. You got that homeboy. You got the scared one. But you know, the DJ was always your boy, so he would come through. And he would actually be your friend. But nowadays, they feel like they don't need the DJ to be their friend. And quite frankly, you compete with somebody using you or not. You know, you got to stop using each other and actually make music, because, like, once again, back in the day, he's come to your house, sit there. You could rap. So if you always coming to my house rapping, I'm your dog, I'm going to play it for you. You know what I mean? Just like when some people ask, can I sing you? I'm going to play it. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you what it is. If I like it, it's going to keep getting played. You know what I mean? But you have to trust the DJ.
That was a question I was going to ask you. Do you feel obligated to include local artists? Like, say you got a, you know, somewhere to be, you know, you got a party or something.
I used to, but no.
A scared person will tell you yes. Listen, I'm grown. I ain't obligated to nobody with my lady and my mom.
That's a good point that you make. I went to a Nelly concert last week.
Oh?
Nelly.
Nelly?
You see Nelly?
Like, Band-Aid Nelly?
Nelly, bro.
I'm talking right
now. And he was in Green Cove Springs, bro, at the Clay County Fair.
Oh!
And so, you know, my wife wanted to go, so I took her out there or whatever. But what was interesting, I was thinking about, you know, so when he probably took a good hour, bro, to come out. But the DJ was out there rocking that thing. You know, he playing all the country, we all the white folks out there.
I see you around.
They were going in. But the DJ he was doing his thing, bro. He keeping the people going for a good hour, bro. Like, I think it started at 7. Man, Nelly ain't come out till about 8:15. So the whole time, car out there going in, bro. I'm talking about really going in. He playing all the little country hits and all, bro. Like, playing the little old school stuff. He going in, but I'm like, dang, like, it hit me that night. I'm like, dang, like, the DJ really plays an important role in every, like.
When the last time you been to a house party or a regular party and the DJ wasn't there, what was they doing?
Last time? No, I ain't been to a house party.
Okay, but you remember last time you went to a house party, the DJ, you got to hear that music while you're there. Because if you ain't got no music in there, it's just going to be an awkward silence.
It was crazy back when I used to be going to all them house parties and stuff. when it was just the little parties where it ain't got no DJs and that, it was dead, bro.
It was dead.
Literally dead. You know, somebody playing on
that aux cord, that
it just them was the ones that was dead. But anytime there was a DJ there, bro, the DJ is the life of the party.
Right.
Gots to be in there. So it's like, even I got another question for y'all. With y'all being DJs, so do y'all? I don't feel say obligated.
You can, I'm still
But like, do y'all feel the importance to, like, how important is it for y'all to collab with the local artists? Like to really help people get put on, you know, like some people, like especially like local artists and stuff, like do y'all make it a thing to, not even if you obligated, but like
I'll make it a thing to, like, he had a concert the other day. You know, I actually texted him because I couldn't make it. And I, you know, him as a local, I don't even say local, him as an artist, independent artist, you know what I mean? I'm showing you genuinely, I was gonna come, you know, and sometimes the artist does need that, because he could be going to a show and he might get the bubble guts and get the butterflies, you know what I mean? But if he know his boy is coming, who they go back and he want to show him, I might have to give him a little more of that oomph to go towards your passion, because, you know, there ain't a lot of money in it when you're doing it out your pocket. You know, the money come later. The money come later, so, you know, the support, it helps. You know, whether if you do come and you don't, I at least know when you in the car or when you DJ and, you know, you do play the music. Not just when I see it. You know what I mean? So I hope that would answer.
Like just, you know, just getting that exposure. Because I think that's important, man, you know, for people to be able to have that support, especially in their city, especially if they really spit like a fact. Bro really spit, and it's like, man, we should be doing everything we can in our city to be able to push bro, because it's like he ain't coming with the same message everybody else coming.
I mean, I can tell you, like, dealing with artists, always tell an artist, if you send me music, send it to me clean as well, you know, because you never know why I be DJing that. I may go to a barbecue and see Big Dog over there, you feel me, play some Fakksonly. Then I might go over to you, holler at you, you know, at the CHC. Straight up, you know what I'm saying? And I can play it there. But y'all don't know, and y'all don't know that it's bro right here. You'll come up to me, you be like, man, who that was you was playing?
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you, then they go another follower.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a reversal to that, though, because even though the DJs are the ones that play the music, it's up to the artists to make new relationships.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna just come up to you and be like, man, play my joint. I know you from Adam.
But guess what, you know what though? That's what it takes.
Yeah. You gotta make the relationship.
Yeah. You gotta go up there, man. I always tell them, get them put on the USB, or either give them $20 on a drink. I mean, and remember, and give them a flyer, because most of the time I put that flyer in my back pocket and set it by my DJ board, you know what I mean? Then when I get ready to pack up, I be like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, and it's, I feel like the artist disconnect from the DJ simply stems off them not knowing the importance of the DJ. So if for me, I know hip hop started in 1973, 1520 Cedric Ave in the Bronx, New York. DJ Cool Herc put on the first event. You know what I'm saying? What's getting called hip hop at the time.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, understanding that a DJ created this. MC was the afterthought. MC was just yelling out announcements for the next party and just so happened to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So me understanding that, I know how important the DJ is. I won't never let it die. These youngers don't know. These youngers, they worry about playlists. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Understandably so, because that's where a lot of people get the streams from. YouTube. But it's like, fam, the DJ is where it's at. The DJ is, they control the climate of the whole room. So you can't sit here and just X them out. Now DJs, I wish DJs, when the transition happened to where the MC was important, when they started putting DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, they just took the DJ out of it. They should have transitioned to making beats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All of them, every last one of them should have transitioned. Because that's what killed the DJ. Wax. Putting the music on wax would kill DJ. Because up until that point, there was they was playing the break beats of James Brown and Apache and all that other stuff. That's what we rapped to back in those days.
Yeah.
We didn't have a beat that we was actually rapping to. We were taking other people's songs. When the instrumentation dropped out and it was just the drums, that's what we was rapping to. And the DJ controlled all of that.
So
Producing is what it should end. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I understand the importance. So even if they don't produce, I understand the importance of the DJ. But these youngins, they don't know. So that's just gonna be up to us to educate them and let them know, like, yo, we wouldn't even have hip hop if it wasn't for DJ. You know, and develop those relationships and love on them. Because they the ones who made the shit possible.
That's real. That's real. What are your thoughts on streaming? Like, do you think now that streaming has kind of, I don't say killed it, but you know, has it killed?
I love streaming. It's another revenue coming in to a young brother making some money, like, and it just gives you access to all the music you can possibly fathom. Like, streaming just another evolution to the music game. Like, I love it. Like,
You got the pros and cons.
Yeah, for independent artists, streaming is immaculate.
Yeah.
The only drawback about streaming for independent artists is that the numbers are so crazy. So we're talking like 15,000 streams for one album sale. What type of, you getting fractions of a penny on the stream.
yeah.
So in that sense, that's where it hurts us. But at the same time, if we're independent, if we don't got nobody getting that fraction of a penny, getting a percentage of a fraction of a penny, like we give the distribution a third of what we get, and we get everything else. Like, yeah, but if you sign, you're gonna get a young boy complaining about his record label because if he made 1.7, he probably get 0.4 of that. He signed with digital rights. You know? So it's just one of those things. If you sign, you're not gonna like streaming. Now, if you sign to like a joint venture or you like majority rule over what you're doing, then yeah, you're gonna be good. Somebody like 21 Savage, he eat off streaming. Because he got a 75-25 split with his record label. But somebody that's getting 10, 15, 25%,
And
they go hate it.
That's part of the reason why the record label, they go after younger people, like
They ain't gonna read the contract.
17, 18, 19, or once you hit 20, 21, oh yeah, you starting to read that contract now. So
bills
like,
to pay.
exactly. So like they want them people like NBA young boy to 17 years old, let's sign him to this 10-year contract, whatever contract he's in. But now he's starting to see like, oh man, he's getting older and stuff. Like, bro, that's one huge thing. Like, it's hard, but me personally, I enjoy streaming as a DJ and as a fan of music. Like, streaming just made it that much easier to listen to whatever you want to at any given time.
I think it's helped independent artists, smaller artists. You know, it helps. Like, I can go find, like you say, I can go on my phone and just, you know, if I listen to, say for instance, a Lecrae, I can go to a similar artist. Just go down the list, man. I just be finding all type of people. I'm like, dang.
Or Lil Pooty from down the street. Like, you can find Lil Pooty on that too. Like,
Because I mean,
get it right.
we a keyboard away from having our music out to the world as opposed to having it going through making CDs and things of that nature. And having to give it out. And I mean, even back then, we're making CDs. If an artist put out an album, it's only a certain amount of CDs he could put out, even as a major label, even as a major artist. Like if you didn't have the power and the backing from the label to get as many CDs out as possible, you wasn't finna go platinum. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna run out of CDs at the store and wait and have to wait a whole another month and a half to get CDs back out. So it's like even with that, like you just the differences in it. I think it's a benefit if you're independent.
Isn't that how the one dude blew up, Post Malone, off of SoundCloud? Like he just rapping one day, threw a song out there. He said he wake up the next morning. I don't know how many views, how many listens it had, streams, but that's how he blew up. So it's a gateway to the game.
I like streaming because you know you can put me on the artist. You know, I don't want to ride around listening to the baby. I mean, no offense to Lil Baby. You know, I don't really like. Only reason I listen to mainstream artists so I know what's popular. You know what I mean? But when I'm actually riding to myself, I want to hear something I've never heard. You know what I mean? So when I get ready to start DJing, me hearing that artist nobody ever heard can set me aside from being a regular DJ. That's why I play a lot of independent artists. Because you would never know. I understand you want to hear. You want to hear Megan Thee Stallion, you don't want to hear one song from Megan. You know what I mean? Be honest. You want to hear the Migos, you don't want to hear one verse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who listens to a whole song nowadays? You know what I mean? You got to be real with yourself. So,
and him saying that, not cut you off, him saying that, I feel like it's another reason why DJs should support the local artists more, because I feel like that's a DJ thing. What are you playing? Another DJ coming to you, what are you playing? What is that?
What's this?
You know, like that should be something that I feel DJs should like gravitate towards to have people to come. What are you playing?
I like to catch people jamming while I'm DJing.
Yeah, you know, ask Siri, what is this?
You ain't got to tell me things. I know I'm doing.
You know, so I feel like that's another element. I love that about him, and I feel like more DJs should do it because that's one of the essences of it. Before we started doing music on wax, and it was just breakdance and stuff like that. DJ Kool Herc, he has the vinyl. They'll white it out. They're like whatever the name was on it, they would white it out and scratch it out, so other people didn't know what they were playing. Yeah. You had to go search and find, like, yo, what was Kool Herc playing the other night? What was Grandmaster Flash playing the other night? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta ask them, and they most likely not gonna tell you. You gotta find out, because like I said, they're not playing the whole song. They're playing the breakbeat of the song.
Yeah.
They're playing in that big when they break down the instrumentation lead, so now you're having to search.
That reminds me of that episode on Wu-Tang Saga. When he was inside the record store and the dude was kind of, he was trying to look over what he was doing. He realized that the dude was looking. He like, man, let me grab this and get up out of here. You know, I'm like, dang, it was really that serious, son. Them boys had to really, like, in order, like, you got to know what they got.
Yeah.
You know, in order for you to take what they have, you don't know what they
still
got.
to
They gave you upper hand.
You catch them come back there looking back there, seeing what you got.
Hey,
I give you the juice to it, but you gotta do it how I do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you, bro. Hey, what's the name of that song you just played? Straight up, I ain't gonna take your whole mix, but I'm gonna throw that into my mix and make it my shit a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, so my question for the DJs: vinyl or the
Controller, DJ controllers.
Yeah.
I never really DJ'd on the vinyl. I have, but as far as I started on controller, so that's what the game is evolved to.
Mm-hmm.
But now they bring you back out the vinyls. The vinyls is dope, but don't you gotta replace them like every so often?
I believe so.
Like,
I mean, that's even with the board at the end.
Trust me, I know I'm running problem right now.
Everything gets spy after a while. I really it don't make a difference to me.
Mm-hmm.
I learned DJing from a partner. He from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it ain't about what you use it. Well, I take that back. It's what you're using to DJ.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you can literally have 3 aux cords and have an iPod in one hand, a phone in the other, and have a radio playing on the other one. You know what I mean? It's all on how you bringing it in as a DJ. You know, they might check down there. So vinyl, yes, and scratching. You know what I mean? If you're gonna sit there and scratch, go get you some vinyls. You know, but you can do the same thing on the DJ board. So it's really either or, it's your preference.
Yeah.
You think about when Biggie threw the water bottle at his DJ. And the DJ was messing up the cut. They was there at a college or something. He kept messing the cut. Biggie just got mad, like, dog, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Throw the water bottle at it.
Yeah, but that's your boy though. You know what he gonna do. It's just the thing with men sometimes, you gotta put your pride to the side. You know, a lot of them won't put your pride, like what you asked earlier, you know, is the DJ obligated to talk to the artist, or should the artist come and talk to the DJ? A lot of them don't talk because of their pride. Me, I don't make no difference. You know what I mean? I will walk up to you and see you in awe and you can't believe I'm really asking you about your music.
Mm-hmm.
I come to you, dog, what's your name? You'll think I'm lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'll be like, yeah, I DJ. You know what I mean? I got friends down south. You know what I mean? My brother owns a clothing line. You think I'm lying. I know people at the radio station because you can't believe somebody is actually into your music.
And then, and that's another thing. You are rare in that sense because I know for me, like I said, I respect the DJ, so I go out of my way to fucking DJ. I go out of my way, like he want to talk to me about the drinking and stuff like that. Yeah, like pull up with the USB. He gave me the game on the DJ artist relationship. So for me, I go out of my way, and I've had times where, you know what, it didn't work the first time, then you do it again. Then you do it again. Because it's like, all right, the brother might not rock with me the first time I meet him. Even though I see him doing this thing, yo, respect you, shout out to the DJ, you still, you try to stand up because other artists that treated you a certain way and felt like you was obligated to do something.
Oh, you know what? You know what else it was? Like, check this out. Now, back in the day, you know, they used to be like, when you touch the DJ, I'm gonna go upside your head.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how you like when you go to party. Like when I came up doing party, don't nobody mess with the DJ. DJ, you all right back there?
DJ man.
You need something to eat back there. You need something to drink back there. You all right? You know, that's how it used to be. Now it's to the point where you got this one sporty uncle. And what the nigga think? Hey, you ain't gonna play that. He want to get all drunk with you. Man, get your dog, man. I'm back here trying to do something.
Dang,
You
baby.
feel me? But your uncle, y'all don't know how to talk to him. So just because he can talk to you that way, now the kids, they think they can talk to you that kind of way. You know what I mean? Not a cousin who invited you out to the next one, he think he can talk to you that kind of way when it's like, no, you gotta respect the DJ. We're gonna respect you as an artist, but I mean, a man deserves his respect. A woman deserves her respect. You know what I mean? An artist deserves the respect until they lose it. You know what I mean? Now, when they lose it, that's all on y'all. I ain't nothing. My name Bennett. I ain't in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you gotta build that relationship. You gotta go out there and actually go see that person. You know what I mean? Go talk to them. Because the artist is really just genuine people. They just got a message they trying to get out. If his message is not your stilo, I mean, still gonna introduce yourself, but you know if you're not gonna play the music or not.
Yeah.
Don't leave these people on thinking that they actually getting their music played and all that, and when you ain't really playing it and caught you in a little fake live.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I've been to some events where that DJ didn't even know I was in there, or I'm pretty sure you done been there where the DJ didn't know you was in there. But as soon as he sing it, he play the song. You know what I mean? Don't play it when you see it. Play it when I ain't here. You know what I mean? But that's what a lot of
you better off going on IG Live and posting the story with my song playing than for me to be in there.
Yeah.
And you play my just because you saw it. Like I hate
Yeah.
it. Don't play it because I'm in there. I'll play it.
When I play independent artists, that's because I hear the song as I'm DJing. You know what I mean? And while I'm back there DJing, I can hear that Fakks just blending with it right now. You know what I mean? If I drop it, it's gonna drop. That's why I play it, because I hear it in my head before I play it.
And some of these independent artists need to understand that y'all don't even have some of the quality of music to come behind Migos or Kevin Gates.
No.
Like sonically.
You don't have a 130
like,
1 o'clock ride out song.
It's like, fam, like they can't play this behind that.
Yeah.
They putting you in the mix with the big times, fam.
Yeah,
They're not putting you in the mix with small time people.
Unless you got some
So
real
it's like,
good quality.
You gotta have good
where I can
quality,
make
man.
it ride out at
Because you gonna throw it off.
O'clock.
You gonna throw it off.
Now, that's something that Whitey brought up on the book the other day. I think last week he posted something like that about, if you're gonna make music, you gotta have that, spend the money to get the quality. Because if you
Don't just go to your cousin because he's a producer.
Right.
Go spend that $300
Like, fam.
with that dude down the street who getting them bangers put.
I had a show the other night. Not a show, I pulled up on the show just to see some artists perform or whatever. And the dude was like $15 an hour to record. I'm thinking to myself, I laughed. And on the inside, why would I disrespect myself? I'd rather pay more money where I'm at and get the quality that I need to get than to go to you. And you shortchanging yourself. You don't even know how important you are. $15 an hour?
Yeah.
Come on, fam. I can't even buy a beef for $15.
That's minimum wage.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
For real.
just even on that, independent artists understand, the cheapest route ain't always the best route. You know?
You gotta invest in yourself.
You gotta really invest in
A lot of
yourself.
people don't invest. They think because they spent $100 or $300 or $700 on this
You
one
gotta keep
beat.
spending.
You know what I mean? You ain't blow yet. Man, I spent $500 on one beat before.
You gotta keep spending and don't even worry about what's coming after.
Since you became a DJ, how much money have you spent on equipment? If you even remember. You have to invest, bro.
You gotta.
Big time.
I mean,
You
shit.
have
I just bought speakers 2 weeks ago for like 2 bands.
See?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just speakers. Wires are $45, $50
A piece.
$100 if you want some good ones. You know what I mean? A lighting system will run you $700 for a decent one. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta invest in yourself. And people, if you want people to respect you gotta respect yourself.
That's another with the music. You have to put that money behind your
Have
music.
to.
If a
Facts.
broke man get rich, or a rich man get broke.
This question for you. With your music, right? do you write or do you make your music because it's what's on your heart, or do you write it to influence or inspire somebody else?
I think it's both. I write what's on my heart. I love myself, so that's where the love of my people comes from.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to uplift them and give them knowledge that I wasn't privy to. Like, I'm 31 years old and I didn't get knowledge of self until I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
Now there isn't a goal line or a finish line for knowledge of self. You're gonna always be seeking.
Facts.
So everything that I learn, I try to, get my resources and understand where it came from. I mean, because even in a lie, there are facts to support a lie.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to I try to do my best to be right and exact. But it's also just like the uplifting of my people. If I didn't know it, then they probably don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And all of it's coming from the heart. All the stuff that I see on the day to day, whether it's in my city or another city,
Mm-hmm.
I feel that I empathize with it, and I just want to put people up on game and let them know what's going on around here. Yeah, y'all can escape from the things that ail you, but I can relate and I can put it in words for you and give you something that can be a soundtrack to help you get up out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to ask you about this one line. And it's one of my favorite things you say, keep a wife, not a side piece. Why that? And you ain't even married.
Right.
Why that, man?
Me personally, I feel like your life is a lot better with a wife.
Yeah.
As a black man, your life will free up a lot more. Doors open more for you. To have that other side of you that can calm you down. That's why, not to bring it up. I was disappointed in Jada. Jada should have told Will not to go up there because you're supposed to be at other side of reason to be like, you know what I'm saying? You got more to live for than going up there and snapping somebody on TV. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I grew up in a 2-parent household, so I see the effect that my mom and my dad have on one another. So I'm always champion that. I feel like whether you ever cared about black people or not, the fact that you married a black woman and had black children, you're a revolutionary.
You said something.
That's what revolutionary start is with family. You know what I'm saying? If you got a 2-parent household with kids, dog, revolutionary all day, dog. Because you that's black love is revolutionary.
Because the destruction of the black family was
the reason why we
was our downfall
pretty
first.
much here. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why we're pretty much here in a sense. Of course, there's other varying factors and all that stuff, not demanding resources. And we getting bills signed and things like that, just wanting pennies as opposed to the bank, but the black family is definitely one of the ailments of our community. So I would champion that all day.
Yeah. Love that, bro. Love that right there.
And that kind of low-key ties into what we talked about earlier as far as the influence of the music on the youth, and as far as talking about the gangster music that's taking over now versus the inspirational music. Me personally, I love ratchet music. I love all the shooting. I love all the this, that. I love all that. But at the same time, I've been had like Fakk say, knowledge of self. Even as a kid, I didn't know what it was, but I knew for a fact, like, if I'm out here shooting people, I'm about to go to jail. If I'm out here selling dope, I'm about to get locked up or get sliced up because that's what really happens.
Yeah.
But I love the storytelling behind that because it still put me in that realm of like, hey, this what really going on out here. But it goes back to the foundation of a household. If a kid has a solid foundation, mother or father, who like instilled into him, hey, yeah, it's good music, you can move to it, but this is real life right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you go do this is where you're gonna end up at. But if you got that solid, I'm gonna say a male because we're all not that, but we're all male figures. That's who your kid should look up to.
Yeah.
Not no NBA young boy, not no my bad, but anybody else music I listen to. Like just vibe to it, just vibe to it. That dad you see going to work that buying you them J's, buying you them, keeping that roof over your head, keeping the lights on.
That was your hero back in the day.
Exactly. I look up to my grandfather, my stepdaddy. Them men taught me everything to this day. But like I said, I love ratchet music.
Yeah.
I ain't about to go out here robbing people. I ain't about to go out here doing XYZ. But kids who don't have that guidance, they think, oh, this is what I gotta do to get on.
And so this is, now I'm glad you brought that up, because to me, I feel that is the biggest problem with us as a community, especially in the hip hop community. We take on that, we take the route of, I'm just gonna give you my heart more than the, I'm gonna give you my heart and try to uplift you out in their music. Because like you said, you can get a young NBA young boy or the baby to give you all that ratchetness, but don't give you no truth. And so when you, because our families are broken, that's someone's idol. That's somebody look up to. And so this kid, that's all they know. When does the artist take on the responsibility to say that I am more than just an artist? Because in all honesty, artistry, whether you a DJ or a rapper, is a tool from God.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of them things where it's like, well, why are you doing it? I see purpose with it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I do for the rest of my life. I don't see the expiration date on hip hop. It's weird to see people like, oh, I'm getting in, I'm starting these businesses, and I'm gonna get out. Like, what? You know? So a lot of these guys come in for the money. So uplifting ain't part of the.
And that's where it go wrong.
You know? Uplifting is not, they're not doing it for the coaching to better themselves, and
they honestly be a little selfish, which in a sense I can understand because they got 3 generations, which I'm just using a hood and games because y'all know they got 3 generations living in the Village Green. Their grandma live out there, their mama live out there, every last one of their sisters, their brother live out there. Man, let me get my family from over here first before I start. And if they want to hear about this gang banging, shooting, killing, I'm gonna give them that. Let me get my family out of here first before I start giving back. Like I can see that. I know it's selfish. I know for a fact it's selfish, but at the same time, you have to be selfish at times to get to break that generational curse.
But when you being selfish, if you really don't break the curse. I'm gonna tell you, if I give you promise, I'm gonna use myself. I come from Detroit.
Shut up.
Yeah. I come from one of the worst hoods in Detroit, 48215, Mac and Gray. Word? All right, so that's my other hood. But me moving out of the hood, right? I had survivor's remorse. Yeah, I felt like I moved away from the fight. But that's because my heart was for my people. I didn't move away on a selfish reason. I moved away really because you had to in order to survive. But in the moving away, I'm looking like, dang, so now when I'm at my house, I'm sitting and I'm getting phone calls, hey man, so-and-so went through this. And I'm like, dang. I'm looking at my wife like, man, I need to, you can't even jump in it because now you're too far away. You can't have a fight. Me being pro-black, being a Hebrew, all I want to do is lift up my people. But if you ain't in the fight, you don't see the fight. Like, you only see the fight when it comes on the news or you get a phone call.
In the great album of Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City,
go ahead.
One thing his mother said to him, sometimes you ain't got to bring back the money. Sometimes just the knowledge. Because, like, even the neighborhood I'm from out there in Fort White, them dirt roads is deadly and when I say drug infested, but whenever they see me move just 55 minutes down the road to Gainesville, see me talking about credit, see me pulling up in different vehicles doing an XYZ. Oh, the stuff he was talking about 10 years ago, I see it in him because he's not selling dope out here with the rest of us. He out here busting his behind, grinding and talking about credit and telling you about loans and stuff like that. So just me giving them gems back, and I see it in 2 of my homeboys till today. One just got out of prison a week ago. Already got a job, busting his behind. The other one got out of prison 5 years ago. Just started his own contracting thing. Like they see the power in that positivity. Yeah, I ain't gotta come back here and break y'all off $100 here, $100 there. No, Y'all see me busting my behind. Y'all see me grinding. I don't be out here on the street all the time. But when I come, hey, what y'all want to know? I'm here. Like, what's happening? Y'all see me talk junk, probably be a little Facebook clown here and there, but y'all also see the other side of me really getting it. Like, and I see the positivity. Even the kids talk to me now. Like 18, 19, 17-year-old. Hey man, hey, what you doing? Bro, XYZ, bro. Take it behind college. I don't give a damn if you get a degree or not. Go to college. It's gonna give you a different aspect than these trees and these dirt roads out here. It's real, bro. Like, you don't have to give. Yeah, I wish I could throw parties out there and give away backpacks and all that kind of stuff. I'm not in that position to do that. But I mean, I'm in a position to give you gems, and now you see what I'm reaping from that. So here you go. So do what you want to with it.
But see, that's the fight.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you get these guys to spit this music, but they ain't going back and giving the real gems on how to switch the game up. Because they stay in the game. They stay in the foolishness. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when do you make the switch from basically from the streets to elevation? Because if you're
tired of it, it's like free will. It's like believing in God. You know, you gotta get tired of it. You gotta want to change your circumstance. Hopefully, something has given you a different outlook. Hopefully, you saw something, but that's just on the person. Because I can scream, they trying to oppress us all day, but if I go to your hood and the brothers in your hood only see brothers killing brothers, then they don't believe that the white man is the enemy.
facts. That is
At all.
facts.
Straight up.
You know
That is
what I'm saying?
facts.
They're not gonna see the white man as an enemy when they see nothing but black people killing black people. So it's just all about piercing that and drilling it home. And it's on them to believe it. It's on them to understand, like, it's a bigger thing at play here. Like, your environment isn't the way it is because y'all made it that way. Like, no, it's because they made it that way. You know what I'm saying? Most projects are built on plantations. You know what I'm saying? Lack of resources. They get 0.3 of the resources, rail line communities and things of that nature and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look messed up. You're gonna have a gun store here and a liquor store here, and yeah, it's gonna look like all of that. But if they don't understand that and know that, they just seeing black people kill black people, then they ain't gonna look at black people as they ain't gonna change.
That's funny you say gun store. Like, where I'm from, there ain't no gun store nowhere in. All the gun stores is out on the outskirts of Detroit. Ain't no gun stores in Detroit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, only thing that's in Detroit, liquor store, churches, and now the marijuana. Marijuana.
I see a lot of abandoned buildings up there.
Oh yeah, that's my hood look like a ghost town. I go on Google Earth sometimes just to look at my old house, man. It was a city block, 32 homes, one livable home. All we got now is fields and abandoned houses.
And I like all that what y'all said. Like, I'm with you. I just noticed this about myself. I love the ratchet music still too. Straight up. Because like I love it, but I understand because of where I am in my life now, I understand, like, I can go back and listen to Juvenile 400 Degrees. It's still one of the best albums to me. Because of the things that Juvie was talking about on the album.
You feel
I'm like, I can feel that. Even still to this day, being who I am, I can feel it and be like, bro, this man was talking that real. And I understand what he's saying, but I also understand that ain't what I want to live. You know? But I understand, like, where that man was at that time in his life, that's what he was seeing.
Yeah.
And he was giving a commentary to the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And that man was spitting the real.
He's a news reporter.
Yes.
And so it's like, I understand that, and every now and then I might be like, man, let me go hit some of that, some Jude.
That's real.
And I'll move away from CHH for a quick say CHC.
All these communities, bro. I mean, confused, bro.
But you know, go ahead.
You can go ahead.
The hip hop is scary, you know, because just how you say you like ratchet music, you like ratchet music. But see, you listen to that on your own time. You know what I mean? Yeah. You ain't going around your kids.
Yeah.
All that music. You know, like when I'm DJing, like I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I got nieces and nephews, and I started DJing because I didn't want them looking up. Well, I looked up my father. You know what I mean? I didn't want them looking up to the dope boys and everything. You ain't gonna look up to your dad, you can look up to your uncle. So, you know, that's why I started DJing, because the kids should have an Easter egg hunt, should have a real birthday at a park with some burgers and some beans. You know, you gotta see Santa Claus. You know what I mean? As a child, there's certain things you gotta go through to be a child, you know, and I'd rather you see your uncle doing this and you be like, I want to be like my uncle when I grow up. Not Q down there on the corner, you know what I'm talking about? You see him with the cars and all that, so, but I would catch myself like at a birthday party and like the parents, I blame it on the parents now, because these children. You don't stoop to a child's level, you know what I mean? You instill that in yourself, and when I get grown, you ain't gonna talk to me any kind of way, you know, but the parents let them listen to it and they encourage it, because they want to hear the ratchet music that we used to listen to back in high school, which really it was just music we played at a football game, you know what I mean? Or when we went to the skate station with here. If y'all playing this at 4 years old, got these little girls walking down the aisle in a pageant playing rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or some ratchet Meg Thee Stallion song and you entertaining it.
What's crazy, I was at a daddy-daughter dance maybe about 5 years ago. My daughter was probably 3. It was like, I think it was for Head Start put it on or something like that.
Yeah.
And
they think
bro,
it's cool.
at one point they played Juvie, bro.
Yeah, they think it's cool.
And I'm like, no.
That ain't what it is.
No. They play Yin Twins, bro. They play from the windows to the wall.
To the wall.
And I'm like, I'm kind of looking around like, no.
That's why I don't like to play. I gotta play explicit music sometimes. But if I'm at a birthday party, I'm playing all clean music. You know, I'm really trying to transition my DJing from where I have to play explicit music. Like I'll play at a club, but I tell you all the time, because it brings that negative energy. It's all right to play that song, but play it clean. You know what I mean? If I have to leave the clubs to do more professional parties where I can play the same music but clean, because you ain't doing nothing but creating an atmosphere of nothing but negativity. There's no positivity coming around here right now. All they thinking about is getting money and raising a child like this too. You know what I mean? At the football games, believe them, get on that. We just riding around the car, you really raising your child to just get money, disrespect women, and disrespect themselves. You know what I mean? But can't blame it on the child because the parents already brainwashed and they woke up yet. You know, it used to be back in the day, the daddy would go outside when he was smoking black mountain. You know what I mean? He'll tell you, so I don't drink with you. So when I'm drinking out back with your uncle, go on back to business. You know, nowadays, I hate to say a lot of people got opinion. You know, sometimes your opinion don't matter.
For real.
Keep it to yourself. You know what I mean? But you so much in your feelings because this music giving you a gateway. But the gateway is not going to lead you the way you want to go if you ain't smart with it.
That's funny, man. Because, like, I'm old school like that. Like, my son's 21. I don't like fool with you like that, big fella.
You my child, I love you.
Yeah, I love you. I don't even want you drinking.
Yeah.
Let alone have a drink with you, dog. You going crazy.
I think, unfortunately, hip hop has been tasked, just like with the separation and the division with pertains to regions and subgenres. We're tasked with the reality of what we say. Unfortunately, everybody else can talk about whatever they want. Rock can talk about whatever they want to, and it's not real. It's entertainment.
Hip hop, they're gonna crucify you.
We're tasked with the reality of it and having to deal with the elements within our neighborhoods and things of that nature. Like so, and unfortunately, like you say, you talk about negative energy. Like these kids coming out,
that's all they're giving out.
It's all they're giving out, so it's gonna come back. Law of attraction is real. The universe don't care if you telling a joke, if you talking a rap. They don't care about none of that. They're just gonna give you what you're talking about. You know, so
you know why that's like that though? Why hip hop is judged the way it's judged? Because a divine people was doing this. It's a divine, it's a divine thing. So I'll give you the black man is the head of the world. Even though he on the bottom, the world starts with the black man. God, when God created this thing, he created the black man first. So when you have your kid, your eldest is the one who you hold all the responsibility on.
Yeah, they don't believe that no more. That a big brother is not a big brother. Like my big brothers is my heroes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They went. Oh, look at you. You hit one day.
So now, I don't care what everybody else do. You held to a standard.
Yeah.
We held to a standard, and the standard is not from the powers that be. It's divine. And if we can understand that part amongst us as black people, that all our gifts, from our music, from our words, from our minds, as far as being smart, our intelligence, to even our athleticism, to our strength, it's all divinely given, because it's given to work and rule the world. But we have subjugated ourselves to the powers that be. We've let our power go, and now it get used against us. This is why hip hop get judged the way it get judged, because we're the influence. Hip hop is everywhere, everywhere in the world. You can they over at Russia probably playing C Murder.
Straight up.
Oh, listen. Remember the first time I went to Europe to go DJ? I went over there literally. I ain't never been over there, and I went over there to go DJ. And I'm like, well, I gotta pay like King Perry type music. Cause I ain't know what to expect. You know what I mean? But I'm DJing, you know, in a nice development called Christiania. You know, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
They don't know Christiania. But I'm DJing over there. You know what I mean? They like, hey man. You know,
Turn up.
You know, Kodak. I'm like, what? Yeah. Kodak? Oh, we're back to the hood up there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
You should play this white beat. Just set this white.
Yeah.
I was like, I've been playing all this bullshit this whole time. I get really been turning up over there.
Now, I got a question. Do y'all feel like rap beef has went too far? You know, we talk about the influence of the music and all that.
Pride,
And
brother.
you look at, and go back to that pride you was talking about earlier, like the music, the influence of the music. And right now, I mean, we always heard about rappers getting killed, but it seemed like in the last 10 years, it's been more. It's been more, maybe because of social media, we hearing about it more, I don't know. But it seems like, you know, we're hearing about it more often. And a lot of it stems from beef. Who knows? A lot of, I mean, it's always been like that, but how do y'all feel like it's went too far? Like, what can we do to change that? Like, and is it counterproductive?
It's one of them things where it's varying factors in it, because some people beef because they're from the same neighborhood. Some people beef because they're from the same city. Some people beef because their entourages beef with one another, and don't relay the message. Sometimes conversations need to be had between whoever the lead guys are. You know what I'm saying? So beef is very counterproductive. I don't really see, if you ain't gonna keep it on record, then it's very counterproductive. Like with me, like as great as the lyricist that I feel like I am, I never diss anybody. I never diss a black man in my track, because I don't need that type of energy. I don't need, God didn't give me this talent to degrade and do you in like that. That's why, like, as much as I love battle rap, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You spitting all on my face and you talking about my mama and you talking about my daughter, and no, you gotta see me, dog.
Yeah.
As soon as it's over, you gotta see me in the back.
You gotta see me. So like I said, I'm not with the beef. I'm not with it at all. We ain't gonna keep it on the track. And with me, I'm the type, if we gonna keep it on the track, I'm gonna dish you to show you that I'm a better rapper than you need. I can run circles around you on this track without having to ever calling you a B word or anything of that. I don't gotta do none of that. I'm just run circles around you on this track and show you that this skill level is on another level. You know what I'm saying? But for some people, they don't see that. Like I say, they come from the same neighborhoods, they just got issues with one another. They don't know how to conflict resolution, whatever their situation is. They don't know how to go into the corner and meditate and breathe and just be like, yo, this ain't worth it. I'm about to do 20 years. I'm about to die. You know?
Like I said earlier, bro, it's money, bro. There's money in confrontation, bro. Like every in America, I can't speak for no other country. I ain't never been. But in America, confrontation fuels everything.
Thanks.
In basketball, if two dudes get into a shoving match, because we already know basketball players ain't throwing punches no more, that's gonna be on ESPN that whole week. What just happened the other day on the Grammys or Oscars or whatever? a confrontation. And ain't nobody talking about the Oscars in the last 10, 15 years. I don't care who it is. If it wasn't Kanye West going on stage, another confrontation talking about Katy Perry. Now everybody talking about the Oscar because somebody got hit. Confrontation. Everybody love confrontation, so bring it to music now. That's gonna get them album sales. What's that one diss song, the King Von talking about Tuka, whatever? Everybody wanna hear that because he talking cash, shit, about somebody. And it gives you that energy, like, oh man, like just that. What's the word? The rhythm and the heartbeat and all that kind of stuff. It gets you pumped up. Like, oh, now this dude that I didn't like from 12th grade, I'm thinking about him now. I want to beat him up, bro. You ain't seen this dude in 2 years, bro. Like, but it just gives you that type of vibe, type of energy, and you gonna stream it. Yeah. And they go money, they go revenue. Speaking on killing somebody else, right?
And I think the saddest part about it, they doing all of this dissing, and they're having such a short shelf life when it pertains to hip hop. A lot of them die. A lot of them don't do what they did initially within hip hop. But the record label makes all this money off of you, and they can replace you just because you're not a game changer within their system. They can find another one of you.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they can find another one of you all day. Oh, somebody that ain't gonna read the contract and gonna talk all this death and stuff like that. Oh, we finna get him for all this money. Oh, when he died, posthumous album that's finna go through the roof. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they definitely spearhead that, and they rotate these rappers in and out, knowing that okay, they can't sustain this. They're not gonna get smart enough. Young boys 1 in a million.
What's that one who just got killed over in Los Angeles? Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke. You seen what they did to him after he passed away? Yeah. They threw every hot artist on every last track that they had in they whatever for him. Mm-hmm. They threw every last artist, Gunna, Baby, everybody, because they own the rights to that man's music. Mm-hmm. They couldn't do that to Nipsey. Nipsey owned all his stuff. Mm-hmm. So like was XXXTentacion, granted he owned a lot of his stuff too, but they did the same thing to him. Started throwing random songs out. Juice WRLD doing it to him right now. Mm-hmm. You want to throw an artist on this track because
it's profitable for them for us to be. It's profitable for them to.
And when you die, you go straight to number one. Yeah. Oh, we banking right now.
I'm saying it's profitable, man. So for them, it's profitable. So for us, it's end up 6 feet deep, and the family, like I said, majority of the time they don't own their masters or their own music, so their state not going to get no money up for real. You know, Nipsey is a rare case to where he owned like DMX. See the stuff with DMX when he died. His wife couldn't get none of that.
Even Tupac.
Beyonce them had to go buy his masters for whatever, couple million, whatever, to just so we got like 12 kids, just so they can start getting money for DMX music, bro. Yeah. Like that was real stuff. I can't do that, of course. That's raw.
Yeah, real talk. So we're coming up to the end of this, man. So I want to kind of go there. We're gonna go ahead, man. I just got one more question for you. Well, no, for all y'all. But who's the best in the city, excluding yourself? Well, that go for you. Excluding yourself, who would you say is, I won't even say best. Who's your favorite artist in the city?
Who you listening to from the city?
Artist?
I like these questions.
Yeah.
I like these questions.
My homie TM, he used to go by Eminem's Pro, but now he go by TM.
Okay, shout out to my dog. He used to work
Raw.
Mm-hmm. Favorite, Big Bud, of course, he's the genesis of games for me.
Big Bud.
I don't know nobody else who made music before him here. Maybe I may be wrong. I hope hopefully somebody correct me one day, but Big Bud is my genesis within Gainesville. I'm a Don McKee fan. B-Baby. Speed of the Time.
Spiffy. Okay. Spiffy, we need you for the next one.
Let me see. I respect Whitey. Respect him a lot, and bro, like promotion wise, like grind wise, I ain't seen nobody do it on his level. Big fan of Blazer. Casey Jones II, he a youngin. He's kind of in my realm. Like he got something to talk about for real. He's younger. Casey Jones II, he dope. Danny B. Hodges. he's real dope too. He from the muck.
He be hustling. That boy, I see. I don't know him like that. That boy be everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? That's the little homie right there. Outside of that, everybody else, man, I just respect what they do. I know it's not easy to make music. Those are probably like my favorites. You know what I'm saying? People who I would think is the best outside of me.
That's who you got?
No particular order, but just because I love the ratchetness, is this one young cat coming up named 8-Way. Like that boy be on it. The guns, violence, all that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I ain't gonna cap. I rock with him. Another one named K2. K2 actually got K2 spit out there at DJ RP to DJ Terra, but he
that's what I heard of him.
Yeah, he was out there spitting. He put on a great show out there. Jumped down. Yeah, that was K2. K2, he raw as hell.
He got blonde hair.
No. So, and I'm not even saying this. I'm not even saying this because he is. But facts. At the beginning, I was kind of off and on with him, but within these past 2 years, this man been coming with his heat, bro. Like, bro, I was like, so like, he most definitely got out there. Spiffy. I've been a fan of his because he just one of them unorthodox rappers who like say whatever, and he heat with that too.
Spiffy, well, we got to have you on the next
one. Spiffy raw. I'm really enjoying what this guy Lone Lucas is doing, like, cause he was like more of like. I'm sorry. His name, his album was like Lone something like that. Sky Lucas, my bad. Yeah. I'm on the album.
So I gotta say something.
I appreciate that. Sky Lucas with the rap and the rock and roll, he mixes it together. That I love that type of music as well. Soko because Soko keep the little thotty bodies bopping. So that's my boy right there. That's my boy. And that's one's like Stilo IB. He's on my playlist in my Spotify. Matter of fact, all the rappers I named they on my playlist. Like I actually listen to them. But yeah, I'll leave it right there. No disrespect nobody else, but those are the ones that actually stand out to me. And I actually bump in my truck in my cars. Like those are my boys right there.
Who you got, Stanley?
Man. You know me, like I told you, I ride around, I listen to independent artists, because it's something I ain't never heard. And it's a good thing that all three of us really got the same people, like you say, Danny B, he doing this thing, Sky Lucas, he doing this thing, like a little ratchet too, so, I put a little Blacko in there, I put a little Wham in there, I put a little Keyshawn in there, Long Money Man, you know what I mean, but I listen to a lot of them. Go Legit, I listen to all their artists. TM as well, D2, listen to him. I got really a folder that I just play from. Even on my phone, iTunes, like you say, Rebaby, you know what I mean? I be listening to her because, so I be wanting to hear Tokyo Jet, but I don't want to hear no offense to Tokyo, you know what I mean? But Rebate will come with a new fresh, instead of me playing a Meg, I play a Rebate. Or Ashley or somebody from Go Legit, but I listen to Lil Poe, Dub Stickman, Real Money, Big Tay, Rico, Jay Spiff, I listen, he got some real, I can listen to Jay Spiff like I listen to music, really get some motivation from it. Plus, I got a lot of homeboys out of town that rap. So I listen to them too, like Fresh Alito, Two Praying DK. And I consider all of them independent. So I don't perfectly say local. You know what I mean? That's one thing. Like my big homie who taught me the music game and the thing about contracts. He said you never call them local. Because once you call them local, you really put them in that one box. The independent. You just ain't made it yet. We're gonna make it, you just ain't got it yet. listen to Blazer. Who else is out there? You jump in the car. You know, I got the whole flash drive with me. You know what I see.
I got this last question for y'all. I want y'all to give me y'all Mount Rushmore for hip hop.
What era? What are we talking
Anything.
about?
Your Mount, your
Yo,
top
Mount,
four.
yo.
Just
My top four? Just my
your
top
top
four?
four. Your Mount Rushmore
Of hip hop.
of hip hop.
Okay. In no particular order for the four. Andre 3000, Tupac, Method Man, and Lil Wayne.
What? Tupac, Lil Wayne, Redman,
Method
Method
Man.
Man, and
Andre 3000.
3K. Okay.
I gotta give it to you like I like pop, you know what I mean? So I gotta put pop up there. I have to put like a T.I. up there, you know what I mean? 'Cause I'm Serious is the best album he's ever put out.
Trap music better than that.
Crazy.
Trap music.
I don't know, man.
Crazy.
Listen,
I'm
serious.
from one to the end and let it ride.
Trap music better than that, man.
All right, well, don't. All right, well, you
Urban Legend, the only
your
thing that
mind.
comes to the coast, I'm
Oh,
serious.
No, it's trap music.
Urban
Urban
Legend,
Legend.
dog.
It's trap
Urban
music.
Legend,
Urban
I'm
Legend. I'm
serious.
serious.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
I'm serious Urban Legend. I'm
I'm
with
serious.
Facts on
Urban
that.
Legend.
I'm serious that Urban Legend. That's what I got.
Yeah, I'm serious.
I'm with Facts on that one.
But
I'm serious that Urban Legend,
But I ain't
dog.
have to. We're gonna keep the.
I'm gonna put,
Trap
but
music
see,
first.
I'll put him at the top because I seen where he came from.
Yeah.
The I'm Serious album to the T.I.P. We know as a family man on TV.
Mhm.
You know, Pop would have been the same way. He would have just been old at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Two more.
I got two more. Now you say hip hop. R&B is considered hip hop, right?
No.
No, hip hop. He wanna go sing. They're the same.
Usher?
No, I'm gonna put like Jennings up there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you kind of look like Jennings.
You know,
Yeah.
shout out to my skin brothers in the building. Tupac, T.I. I gotta put someone like a J. Cole on now. I'll put him at the top with it. You know, I gotta go down south. You know, I gotta say like a Trick that
Okay, Trick.
You know, yeah, Trick. Trick. He's old. I mean, the dog. He ain't that'll be an OG. But if you look at Trick from back in the day, and I came up from the southern hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just like J. Cole because he's a lyricist, and you can put him on like a money bag, yo. And he's still
He's a southern
winning.
hip hop. He's a southern artist. So it's like, hey, you gotta, he
You know,
counts.
Yeah, he counts.
He counts.
So, I got one more.
No, that's your fault.
Okay.
Oh, and I don't mean to come
It's about to get
back.
hard.
I know I gave my four, but I just want to give a shout out to Rakim because you wouldn't rap with
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Rakim, I wouldn't rap
And I got to
with
do an
him.
LL.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Melly Mill, first one with the message, like that type of stuff.
Alright.
So,
Who you got, Zoo?
Man, I
No
know
R&B now. Don't go
I'm saying,
saying.
listen here, boy. I know y'all went back, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna disrespect them a little bit. I can't put Pac and Biggie up there, just because their career was not long enough to be on the mountain. Yes, like that's the only reason why I cannot put. Yes, Pac was an amazing artist. Biggie was an amazing lyricist. I cannot. But wow, I'm gonna throw this out there. But this is mine though. Whoa. I gotta throw it out there, man.
You flood the market right now. You know what I mean? I'm not listening. I'm still trying to listen to you first mixtape. You on number 5 right now.
So,
Month period.
Yeah,
Month period.
And
don't
what?
listen that fast, big guy. You gotta be easy.
So who you got? Yo,
My top, Mount Rushmore. Alright, simple. Big, Pop, J, and my number 4 is Black Thought.
cool.
And
That's winning.
I would put them 4 against anybody.
They was only in the game for about 5 years.
Come on. Tell me right now a
Black
song
Thought.
better than any one of Biggie's songs.
What was the question?
Any guy's song from this era right now.
Oh no, I'm rocking with "Give Me the Loot." I'm rocking with the 10 Crack Command.
All right,
I'm rocking with all
so give
that.
me somebody who got songs better than Tupac. I mean better than Jay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you probably ain't gonna like this, but my favorite album of all time from any generation is Victory Lap, bro. Like,
by Nipsey.
Yeah.
That's a
Beginning to
great,
end.
that's
Beginning
a
to end.
great album.
No
I'll
shit.
let you have that. But tell me, can big or pop albums, any one of them, had they withstand the test of time?
I don't know about Tupacalypse now.
That's one album.
You asked.
I'm saying,
you
but
what?
even in Tupacalypse now,
I don't know about.
it's songs on there that if dudes listen to right now, they'd be like, whoa. Like,
I'll be real with you. I ain't heard nothing better than the Machiavelli album. 7 Days.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I ain't heard nothing better than
Bro.
that. I ain't heard nothing better than that.
saying,
That Machiavelli,
and I'm not even a pop fan. That's the crazy part about it. You know, coming in the era of the East West Coast beef, you got to pick a side. And I'm riding with Big all day long, but my man, like, you can't deny that.
They wasn't there long enough, man.
You put Gucci up there, B.
I'm from Fort White, Scrub Town, Florida. I'm from the South. That's what we were bumping on the mixtape that we burned from. I borrowed from him. Borrowed from him.
Wait till the comments come on this phone. Get you, boy.
Wow, man. Wow, Jeezy can't bear the snow, man. Hey.
Yeah.
Dang.
Man, I'm gonna have to go with. I got to have Weezy.
Straight up.
I got Weezy. I got Pop. I got Jay. And honestly, now I'm gonna get controversial. I can't leave out my CHH GOAT.
Lecrae?
Bro,
Hey, the church clothes was a match.
Church clothes, bro. I put church clothes up against almost anything out there.
clothes.
I like Rehab.
Rehab was alright. That church clothes, the church clothes 2 and 3,
Mm-hmm.
bro, the stuff, and that's what my thing always be. People be like, "Oh, look great." I let people hear the stuff because people just don't listen to it. But if you listen to it and you go, bro, I'm like, bro, the man got the bars,
Mm-hmm.
he got the production,
Mm-hmm.
he got it all, bro. He got the flows,
And he rock crowds too. That boy
and he
rock
bro,
crowds.
listen, the man concerts. Bro, I've been to a Wayne concert.
Mhm.
Wayne concert ain't got nothing on the 116, bro. That's his. That's the.
Yeah, they all
One
play
clip.
up.
Speakers and
Bro,
everything.
listen, that 116 concert,
You slap.
bro. Listen, you go to one of the boys' concert, you will not be, bro. It's everything, bro. I'm talking about the production of it. It's like you would be like, bro, that's a Christian artist,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Listen, the beats, all the bro. Craig come and he coming with. He got stuff that you can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
Craig, I can relate to Craig lyrics and music more than any other person that I ever listened to.
Mm-hmm.
He talking about stuff that I'm like, dang, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to fatherhood, when it comes to just being out there,
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to all that, he can rap about all that and he gonna relate to wherever you are.
Mhm.
Brother man, as an artist, bro, ain't nobody in that space.
Mhm.
Brother man, ain't nobody. Like, you talk about the verses,
Mm-hmm.
nobody in that CHA space bro, they ain't even close, bro.
So I'm gonna say this. That's my Mount Rushmore, but I gotta give my favorite artist, somebody I rock every day. He's newer, and you know who. I gotta give shout out to my op trap, Snipes.
Oh yeah, oh my God, bro, listen.
Listen,
What's his name?
Dog,
his
dude,
name is Snipes.
The song that we have
Our
on the
intro song.
of it, bro, listen. The man bars, I'm like, the heck? Boy, that man bars so stupid, bro. It's like, dog, that type of stuff, and you would think like you would never heard of this dude ever in your life, but you listen to the track, bro, the bars is like, bro, you got the root. That one song on the intro, bro, I had to, still to this day, I got to go back and break down
Yeah.
just little portions. I'm like, well, that man really said some stuff.
Somebody talking about giving you that mad car. I said, what?
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, but that's a whole other thing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, we gotta respect that, but if anybody listen to this,
Gucci and Jesus.
y'all need to come at this man right now, Gucci, bro.
Wow.
Hey, shout out to Guwap, man. Shout out to Guwap, man. He ain't my mouth real quick, but shout out to Guwap, man.
Jesus all day long,
Yeah,
baby.
I can see Gucci now. I mean, I can see Jeezy. I love Jeezy. Jeezy, you gotta respect him.
Jeezy
bro.
would not be what Jeezy is if it wasn't for Gucci. Gucci won't be who Gucci is if it wasn't for Jeezy. That's why we got them up there together.
No, man.
That
No,
beef right
no,
there
no.
propelled both of their career, bro.
The beef?
That beef propelled
You
both
sure
of
it
their
wasn't
career.
record sales?
No, it was record sales, my God.
It's Jeezy. You
Come
see
on.
what we talking about?
Bro.
But you got Def Jam versus Big Cat
Well,
Records.
I don't even know what I'm talking with. We talking about T.I. I'm
Right,
serious.
that's
Talking
what
about
I ain't gonna lie, when I watched that versus, I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's the reason why Gucci used to diss Jay-Z, because Jay-Z was the president of Def Jam
Yeah.
that signed Jeezy. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I never understood why he dissed Jay-Z back in the day. But now I get it. It's like
The boogeyman.
everybody getting sprayed that's with
Yeah.
you. Like,
Straight up.
That was matter of fact, that was Jay only real signing to Def Jam. Everybody else was artists. Yeah, he ain't. Everybody else was already artists on the label.
What about Rihanna?
He didn't sign Rihanna to Def Jam. He didn't sign her to Def Jam.
Who?
Well, Rihanna doing her thing. Shout out to Rihanna.
And look, Rihanna's still with Jay wherever he go.
They should have been got her impregnated.
That's ironic. It's still this sound. You should just got mad.
That's all that shit, man.
But hey, listen, man. Like I said, we're gonna have to go. We got some other people. We're gonna have to do a hip hop part 2.
Yeah.
Like for real. Man, my dog done got me mad about Gucci now. But yeah, man. This was good, man. This was good dialogue. And I appreciate y'all brothers for coming through for real, man. I enjoyed this, dog. Like hip hop is my thing, bro. So I usually don't get to talk about hip hop. I always, I got my other podcast, Dad Can We Talk. I can't really get into stuff like this. So that's why for me, Can We Talk I had to have something like this because I've been wanting to talk hip hop. I've been in this stuff I've been listening to hip hop. That's all I ever listened to, since legit. Yeah. So these conversations, man, I love it, bro. Like we got to have part 2, 3, 4.
Before you close this, I've gotten a great habit of giving people their roses, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate what you do for the city of Gainesville and everybody who listens to you from Europe to everybody, bro. Because this platform is, like you said, is giving us males place to talk and actually say what we want to say without being judged or without saying, oh, that's misogynistic or whatever terminology I was going to use. Like, and just the impact you having, because I got a call yesterday about your walk, bro. Like, bro, I see all these black people walking down the side of the road, bro. I like, man, I apologize.
Yeah.
I had a long night before, but
I
had a long night before. And just what you doing, bro. I respect it. I love to keep doing it. And hey, I'm a fan, bro. Real talk.
Straight up. And we're gonna give a shout out to Elite Head Studios for letting us use space. We appreciate you. Hi, Reg. Thank you, man. We appreciate you guys for coming, joining us, sitting down, kicking it with us.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. Y'all continue to stay tuned, man. We got a lot that we're going to be getting into. Y'all might be thinking, man, these dudes only drop once a month. But I got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm trying to get it to where we could drop a little more. I'm still running my other podcasts, and then, I got kids and all that stuff, man. So, trying to keep a balance in my life. But we're going to try to do this a little more often. But y'all continue to stay tuned, man. Appreciate all the supporters out there, everything that y'all do. Appreciate everybody for coming out to the walk yesterday, to the first annual Dad Can We Talk Dad Walk. I'm actually trying not to even make it an annual thing. I want to do this thing quarterly. I want to do every 3 months. We at least doing some type, even if it's not a walk. I just want to do events. So y'all be looking forward to June. I'll be putting some information out this week about what I got planned for June. So y'all know how I do, man. I just like to see dads together with their kids, and if I could help support that and provide events and a space for us to just exist together, man. Like I want to see us do more, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. So y'all look forward to the month of June. For everybody out there that couldn't make it this time because you had to work or whatever, I'm gonna put this stuff out early this time. So if you got to take off work or whatever, or if you got a DJ and turn, this man over here, plan for that night and not have nothing to do so you don't turn up too hard. And man, we gonna get it in. We gonna definitely get it in. So y'all be looking forward to that. Yeah, man, yes. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off, man. We finna get up out of here. We got stuff to do. We got lives to live. Man, we love y'all. We thank you for the support. And we up out of here. It's me and Can We Talk. Bang!
Snipes. Low exercise. He back. It's wartime. Pain on my face, it's time to gear up. I hear they talking fly about my king, it's time to live up. They done woke up a lion, ain't no stopping when I'm stepping. It's too late now, it's rapping in my jeans, no need for guessing, you flexing. While we repping that Elohim to the fullest, loaded clip. Man, we shoot from the hip, I dare you to pull it. These bullets is encrypted with scripture, call it the truth that'll kill a lie in a second, but it's meant to say to you. You see the murder they committing in the booth. These musical crime lords with no verifiable proof, they sterilizing the youth. You throw your life away, give all of your time away if they verify you with blue checks. You don't see it? Okay, I ain't mad at that. Pillars eyelids, that's something we do. Clear up that cataracts, snap a cap. What I'm telling you is the facts, this ain't no battle rap. Your opponent's out of your habitat. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna give it to you straight 180 degrees. Cooking these rappers, prepare my plate, I need a full course. I ain't for the hype, I'm going full force. They trying to separate, well then, it's time to pull a torch. I'm mad now, think I'm stupid, sound like my dad now. They stuffed the beef to incite our demise. That's a cash cow, that's bad how. We know we shouldn't eat it, but it's delicious. Then they flip it, and they tell you you sick, they fed you that mad cow. Turn back to your maker the only way, cause they masked up, we wrestle with spirits, McFoley face. But it's time to shed that flesh like dead skin. Exfoliate, cleave to the ruach. Get away from them people that's trying to promote the hate, it's common sense. Honor him, what kind of mind you in? Protect your energy, La Mashiach to be your conduit. You a condiment, he the main dish, just mind your place, that's what I condiment. Obey and watch him. You a condiment, he the main dish, just mind your place, that's what I condiment.
You gotta let it
Obey
breathe.
and watch him. You a condiment, he the main dish, just mind your place, that's what I condiment. Obey and watch him. Look, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? I gotta address the people like I'm running for Senate. Listen, I'm overexhausted with brothers sipping. Castrate your manhood for the box, looking like Pharaoh's henchmen. Smear the women?